Hi guys and welcome to my channel, Portion Campers. We are finally on our first European trip to Paris. Can we say that anymore? Who knows? I'm on board with Zoe. Hi Zoe!
Hi!
She's eating a lollipop, so there you go. Day one, it's Tuesday. We are on our way to a little stop outside of Canterbury where we will be spending the night prior to our crossing.
Then it's up to the shuttle.
The shuttle! On Wednesday we'll be doing the shuttle and then we'll be cruising down from Calais.
Disneyland!
Yeah, where are we going? Disneyland.
On Sunday.
Yeah. What a mess.
Stitch.
Yeah, all she wants is a Stitch from Disneyland. So yeah, we are spending the night in Canterbury, then we'll go down to our scheduled time for the shuttle on Wednesday, and then as soon as we get to Calais we're going to probably do a little bit of shopping, a little bit of stuff we can't take over here, you know how it is, and do a bit of shopping and then cruise down to our campsite in Paris, which is just on the Seine. And then Disneyland is definitely a visit planned for the trip, so we'll catch up with you when we get to our first stop. Well, we made it to our first stop, which is in a place, it's near Rochester, Stroud, and it's a little park with a few activities for young Zoe to do. So we thought we'd have a little break and a spot of lunch, and this is Broom Hill Park. So Broom Hill Park is on park up for the night, although it does say over there no overnight parking, but still a lovely park with plenty of areas to play ball, and there's loads of climbing stuff and slides and swings and lots of country walks. Absolutely a great little place. And the postcode, if you want it, is Mike Echo 2 3 November Bravo. It's on our way to Canterbury, which is where we're heading to next. We've got to have a little game of basketball, because there's a basketball hoop here as well. So we'll do that before we get on our way. Lovely place. We've already spotted loads of wildlife and lots of squirrels. Now, as you might be aware, I do like a cup of tea, so I'm just going to catch up with Zoe, who is in one of the 3 parks that are here at Broom Hills, and see what she's up to. It's been a bit drizzly, but it's brightening up, and yeah, lovely place. Oh, there she is, over there. You can just about make her out. Broom Hill Park. Zoe, what did you think of Broom Hill Park?
Good. I got €5 from you.
Yeah, she conned me out €5 on a game of basketball. Yay! Everyone's and football. Yeah. We are now on our way to Canterbury campsite, which is a postcode if you want it. It's Charlie Tango 3 4 Alpha Bravo. We've got about 40 miles to go.
I still got my lollipop with me.
Zoe's still got a lollipop, so she's happy watching YouTube videos. And we'll catch up with you when we arrive there. The weather's dismal, but we don't care because we're on holiday. We're just on our final approach now to Canterbury camping site. It's Bexbourne Lane, Canterbury. I'll post the postcode. We're about 500 yards out. I have been here before, but I don't recognise any of it. So fingers crossed it's just around the corner. This doesn't ring a bell with me at all, to be honest, and I've been here before. Aha, I see a sign that says campsite. This could be, this rings a bell. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is a member of the Camping and Caravan Club. Lovely place, and it's only a little way outside of Folkestone. So it's a nice overnight stop before you go to the crossing. Right, we're here. Let's go and check in.
Today on the menu,
Yes.
Teddyland,
Yes.
is apple.
Yes.
Some apple. This. Definitely.
Yeah.
Watered apple soup
Nice.
with a side of grated apple.
Oh, fantastic. A lot of apple going on there.
And there's going to be salad cream salad.
Oh, salad cream. We forgot about that. Yes, you're going to put some salad cream on it, which just sounds absolutely amazing.
Are you putting on this on you?
Thanks a lot. Anyway,
You better not.
love you. Bye. Joined back with Zoe in the kitchen preparing her tea for Charlie. And as you can see, we've got the apple and the grated apple, which is going nicely brown. And she's now lacing it with salad cream. I bet they're shitting themselves on MasterChef.
Daddy!
Well, it's my turn in the kitchen now after Zoe's amazing apple number, and I have prepared for us something a little more edible. I have prepared a spaghetti bolognese. Well, I've not prepared it here. I actually made it earlier. I made it at home and I brought it out with us, and we've got a little bit of grated cheese as well, which this little tyke keeps taking pieces out of. The guys have got their food over there. We're just waiting. Huh? Yes, we now have bacon bits on top of the apple. Incredible. You are an amazing cook. Spaghetti bolognese. Oh yeah. Well, good morning. We are on day 2. Say morning, Zoe. Get in the frame.
Hello.
Oh, that's it. All you get is a hand. We're on day 2 of our trip to Paris. We are leaving, or we have just left Canterbury camping site. Lovely place to go. Recommend it just for a stop or a few days. Really nice. Been there a couple of times now. We've been there. But we're on our way now down to Folkestone. Down to the port or the Euro shuttle. I'm a little dubious because there is a road that you can end up on that isn't the right one, being my first time, so I've left a little bit early to allow myself a little bit of leeway in case I get it wrong, but I understand it's just off the M20. The postcode that I'm using is CT Charlie Tango 18 8 X-ray X-ray.
Daddy, you're driving carefully.
So, sorry?
Pay attention to the road.
Oh right, I've got to pay more attention to the road. So I'll catch up with you when we get a bit nearer. The first holding point, and we've got about 23 minutes before we go onto the train. We've had a little bit of toast because we didn't have any breakfast this morning. Zoe's still finishing hers. You got it on your. You've got it on your cheek. There's nothing worse than cheeky marmalade. I, on the other hand, having a cup of tea.
Daddy's making a cup of tea.
Oh yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's lovely about that. Take the tea back out. You don't want to drink
Not yet, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, he's getting a bit angry.
Will we get away with taking the milk through? This is the question. Will they confiscate our milk and our little bit of cheese and a little bit of butter and our corned beef? Maybe they will. We will see on the other side. So this is the holding area. This is your first point of once you've done your initial check-in. You might just see over there, there's a big screen, and that has got on it all your call times, etc, etc. And then they give you, it prints you out a little ticket, and in our case we're C3, which you just pop in your windscreen, and then you just wait for your call time. So far so good. So I do have a few things in my fridge. I have a couple of pints of milk, I've got half a block of cheese, I've got a couple of slices of ham, I have some tomatoes and cucumber. What else might be in there? Oh, some bottles of water and a packet of bacon. Now, I was going to try and eat them all and get rid of them. I'm not going to try and hide them. I'm just going to leave them in the fridge. I spoke to a couple that were here just now. They've just left to get on the train, and they've said, you know, don't worry about it. Most of the time, you'll be absolutely fine. So I'm going to take a chance. I've heard all the scary stories about stuff getting confiscated, etc. But fingers crossed, you know, if I lose it, fair go. If I don't lose it, happy days. So in terms of preparation for this trip, I have got spare bulbs, I've got the triangles, I've got high-vis jackets, I have a spare wheel. That's not a mandatory thing, but I have one anyway, and a pump and some slimy stuff if need be. I have registered for my Criteria, which is like the UK emissions zone thing. That was only a few pounds online. Go to the official French site and it's a lot cheaper. There are lots of brokers out there which will charge you 15, 20, 30 quid for exactly the same little sticker. I'll show you that now. Mine's a Euro 5 and it looks like that. So on top of the breakdown stuff, spare bulbs, I've got a few tools just in case anything goes wrong. Also, I have got myself a circuit plug-in tester. I'll show it to you later. Basically, I've heard rumours that some of the sites have cross polarity, so they're positive and they're negative around the other way. The majority are the same as the UK, but it could be worth checking it out. So I've got one of those devices. I'll just plug my little short lead in, and then that will tell me whether the positive and the negative are UK compatible or I've got to swap them round. And if need be, what I will do with that is basically I am going to just swap over my positive and negative in my shore lead, and that should solve the problem. Well, it's definitely a beautiful day here at Folkestone. In your first time, it was quite straightforward coming in. We came down the M20. It's junction 11A off the M20, and when I got to the actual check-in point, I had a little problem with it. I got confused. It said no LPG or no LPG declared, and I thought that meant my gas, so I had to call for help. But in actual fact, that's the LPG question is whether your vehicle is powered by LPG or diesel or whatever. So Muggins here made a right pig's ear of that, but we're all good. So see you on the train.
Hi.
Hi. Right, we're just looking at the screens now.
Don't see us.
No, we're looking at the screens now. We're getting ready to go. I think we're almost there.
Yeah.
Wait for call. C3 is what you want. Can you see anything for C3?
No, not yet.
Oh, right, okay. We've had our call. I'm cheating because I found another camper van. Hello, Bo Truckle. I found another camper van that's got the same number as me. So we're all on the same crossing. So I'm going to follow him and relax.
I got this 2 stars. 2 stars, I give it 2.
Well, that was a short trip to passport control. So here's the bit where we find out whether we can go or not.
Passport control, put your hands
Bo
up.
Truckle, have you got your passport?
I need a passport.
You might do. You are a bit of an oddball animal.
Well, who do you call an oddball animal?
So, passport control was absolutely fine. The next stage, which is like 200 metres on, is I think anything to declare. So we'll see what happens there. I've only got Zoe and a Bo Truckle to declare, so fingers crossed. It is nerve-wracking doing it for your first time. Like I say, they could search us, they could not. Who knows? We'll find out in a minute.
Lost my handle down. Oh no, he's coming back.
Okay, first security check was on the gas. No problem. On we go.
You got my goods up, right?
So a short distance from that looks like another passport control checkpoint. There you go.
Thanks. Thanks for the
Zoe.
passports.
You've got a very responsible job to do there.
I'm responsible.
Yeah, I don't think they'll accept it from Bo Truckle.
Why?
Paris. Disneyland. Thank you. Large one, yeah? Thank you.
Right, I'll let you.
Okay, that's French passport control on the British side. And then you go the large aisle we follow. And I think that's fundamentally about it. But I'm just going to follow this one in front as well now. Can't really go wrong, I don't think. Well, I can.
Large.
Yeah, that's something of interest. When I was booking my Le Shuttle crossing, I went for the 5.5, I think, to 8 metres. And you can't add bicycles on the back or boxes or anything like that, which kind of concerned me a little bit. It said it was included at one point in that length, but when I looked at my history and itinerary, it said that I didn't have any extras. But I've just spoke to the guy and he said, yeah, that's fine, it's all in the length, so don't worry about it. Right, we've just been informed that boarding is about to begin. Looking good.
I want my passport.
Yeah, Bo Truckle's got his passport, we're all good.
It's not actually mine, it's all.
So far, I think this is it over on the checks, but so far, didn't board us, didn't check any fridge or anything, just made sure that the gas was turned off.
Good, because I wouldn't let them go into our campervan.
Yeah.
They're intruders! Intruders!
Anyway, all good.
Shuttle.
Le shuttle. Bonjour, monsieur, mademoiselle.
Flip the camera. Oh wait, no, you can't.
What?
We'll flip the camera in a second.
Yeah. You can't flip it, I don't think, when you're recording. But
No,
anyway.
we'll just do two.
Yeah. Anyway, we're on there. We're running a bit late. They've got a crazy system here. The trains always apparently leave on time, whether they're full or not. So if you're late, for example, to your train, then
You'd have to get the next one.
you'll have to get the next one, and then the next one, and the next one. So we're kind of the train behind
train.
what we originally booked, which kind of defeats the object of a time slot, really. But yeah, so obviously the trains leave, whether they're full or not. They don't take extra people. They don't say, oh right, we've got room for another 5, because that delays the train. So that's why we're late. But anyway, we haven't set off yet. We're due to leave, I think, in about 10 minutes time. But we're in our little zone, which is shuttered off. All quite smooth. I'll take you outside and you can have a little look.
We're at the front of a gate.
Yes,
In
a gate,
person line.
a big gate.
Right, so here we are at Le Shuttle with the lovely gate closed on us, our faces.
Yeah.
Our poor faces, they're closed on our faces.
Yeah.
Well, we have some lovely windows
Yeah. I'm
to
going to go
that
outside.
way
Yeah, I'll show you
and
the window.
to that way.
That way.
To that
Yeah.
way.
Thanks. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
great, Zoe. Thanks for your input
You
there.
can take over now.
Thank you. And this is inside the train. Just about, well, I don't think you can see Zoe in there. She's behind the reflection. There she is. But yeah, little carriages. There are toilets on board. But that fundamentally is it. You've got a little door here, which you can access. There's people walking about down there. Yeah. Nothing else here that I'm aware of, just toilets, and that's basically it. And windows, yeah. So we're just waiting to leave, and then on our way to the campsite. Gotta say, so far, pretty smooth, apart from the little delay. Not as nerve-wracking as I thought it was going to be, so I'm more than happy. Zoe's happy. Rory's happy. Definitely worth the trip. I tell you what though, I'd love to do a ferry. We're on our way. Bye bye UK. Oh, that was quick. No, I'm only kidding. Let's see whether the sun's shining on the other side. I think this is it. 35 minutes later. Aha! And we're out the other side. Maybe. And it's sunny as well. Wasn't expecting that. Forecast said it was cloudy. Welcome to Calais. Well, bonjour. We made it across straight out the train, and we are on the
AKA the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, that's the first thing I nearly forgot. We're on the A16 heading towards Paris. Don't honestly know if it's a toll road or not, but
We have no idea what we're doing.
yeah, don't ever use two sat navs because they're both contradicting
And
each
Siri
other.
is very annoying. Siri, if you're watching, I'm very sorry.
We've arrived at...
I'm walking on an escalator that's going backwards.
We're in Disneyland. We finally got here on the train and the bus, and a lot of help from the locals. Where are we?
Disneyland!
Well, this is my first time to Disneyland Park, Paris. Incredible place. Look what we've got! We got Stitchies! Yoo-hoo! I've just been on my first ride, Hyperspace Mountain.
And it was brilliant.
Yeah, I'm getting over it slowly. Amazing. My stomach, I've just caught up with it. Today is my unlucky day. A 5-minute wait for the Tower of Terror. Here we go.
La mine est fermée maintenant. Sur sa vis qu'elle est maudite et avoir l'allure à laquelle le train circule, je ne peux être que d'accord. Well, that sure enough is Big Thunder Mountain. Over there, right on the left. I remember when the kids and mother
Park 1 done, Park 2 Sunday. Morning. Despite my best plans, when we arrived off the train, the shuttle, I was planning to go straight to a supermarket, which we didn't do. We're now on our 3rd day here, and we found an Auchan not far outside of Champigny. So I got lost twice. Hang on a minute, Zoe's going to get us a trolley.
Do you want a big one or a small one?
A smallish one, as long as it's a trolley.
The plastic one or the metal?
I don't know what the plastic one looks like, Zoe.
It's like the 2K Max.
Is it on wheels? Just get an ordinary trolley. Oh, work. Anyway, it was about 15 minutes from the campsite, but driving on French roads, more like we took 45 minutes because I took the wrong exit, etc. But I do have, I spoke to a local guy on my way in when we got lost on our way in. The site is really hard to find if you don't know where it is and you don't know the area. So I spoke to a guy. I pulled up in despair, and a chap was talking to what turned out to be his mum. And France and all that, so I was like no. So we downloaded that on my phone, and he put the address of the campsite in there, and whoosh, no problem. And then on my way there I stopped because I didn't know which turning to take on a little roundabout down a side road, and another chap said to me, where are you going, campsite? And I'm like, yes, and he said, follow me, I take you. And he took me to the campsite. So otherwise I fear we might still be driving around there now. But anyway, we're at Auchan. We're going to do a bit of shopping, so we'll take a look in there and get a few bits and get back to the campsite. Hopefully that's the next task. Good grief, I'm not good with directions at the best of times, but we're trying. Zoe's loving it, the weather's amazing, so what's there not to like? Zoe's found us a trolley, and guess what, there's a little compartment for Stitch, who we gained yesterday, another member of the family which we picked up yesterday in Disneyland. These supermarkets are incredible. They sell absolutely everything. You've got restaurants, you've got pharmacy, you've got everything. I'll tell you where this one is later on. But I'll be honest with you, I don't know where it is right now.
Daddy.
This place is huge. It's taken me an hour to find something to wash my clothes with. Oh, don't know. They are all huge, these supermarkets, but very expensive. Useful tip, when shopping in an ocean, you need a passport if you're using a credit card to pay for it. So I've had a non-speaking English checkout lady. I didn't know what she was trying to tell me, but they took my little shopping away from me. But now I've left Zoe with it, and I'm going to get it back now. There she is. She was confiscated. I've got it now. This little bit of shopping cost nearly 100 euros. Very expensive out here. We're going to fill up the water before we get back on our pitch. Zoe's in charge of water this time. I'm doing the tap. Ready?
No.
Yeah. You got it in there? Okay, ready?
No.
Hold tight, ready? Huh? Put it in.
Daddy!
Just stick it in there. Go on.
When I say turn
Right, ready?
Daddy! Turn it on.
No! Right, ready? Ready? Come on. Come on. Don't mess that dress up. Right, ready? Nice and gentle.
Daddy!
Is it full? So, we're back from the supermarket, Ocean. Everything's been a learning curve. We got lost on the way there because I didn't take the right exit, so we ended up going all the way down the A86 to about 2.4 kilometres to get off because of roadworks at one of the junctions. Anyway, should have taken us 15 minutes from the site to get there. It took us nearer 45. Parking it was a bit hard as well, wasn't very clear. So we end up on a rooftop car park in the complex. So that wasn't so bad, but watch your roof heights because a lot of the sat-navs don't really allow for like 2.7 metres. I did see one that said 2.2 metres and it was clearly higher than that, so just be vigilant with stuff like that. As far as the supermarket's concerned, everything you need from electrical goods to 55-inch tellies down to cotton buds. They have a lot, but it is really expensive. I have bought some cheese. I've managed to find something that looked almost like English cheddar, whether it is or not, but little block, 10 quid. There you go. But I like my cheese, so I'm not going to go without.
The point is,
What are the pastries like? What are they like? Good. All set up. Lovely.
Stitch in his water.
Yep, Stitch is looking after the watermelon. And the sun's gone in, but it's so warm. It's about 27, 28 degrees here. So, time to eat. Oh yeah, Zoe's in her Caribbean style. Ah, yeah. Oh, Hawaiian. Anyway, say bye for now. Zoe's off on her bike. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. First time since we've been here. Still 28, 29 degrees it is here this afternoon, and I just felt a spot of rain. So we better prepare. The sun's still up there though. sent me awning tilting slightly one way because it might just rain. Oh, look, there she goes again. It drain off that way rather than in front of the door. Cool. Nice place this. Not terrible at all, at all, at all. And I just realised the window's open. It is raining, but not a lot. Zoe, that was a whole packet of meringues. Do you know what they're full of?
Sugar!
Melon.
Get it!
You too much sugar. No watermelon.
I want watermelon.
So, just across the campsite is a bowling alley. What's the chances of that? So we've got bowling lanes and a bar, and down there we have some machines for Zoe to play on. Upstairs they got pool tables, and we're just about to see if we can find that swimming pool, which we believe we've gone past now. But yeah, great stuff. It's only a 5-minute cycle ride from where we're pitched up. Well, we had a little go on the bowling. It's quite expensive over here, unless I'm out of touch. It was like €20 for one game. Does that sound right? I don't know. But still, we had a good game. I beat her. I had to, for that money. But still, beautiful day again. We're just going to have a little drink on the riverside and then dive into the local swimming pool. The pool entrance was literally 50 yards away, and it's an indoor and outdoor. I bought my regulation shorts, got all the way up to the top of the pool. Lifeguard, no. Need a hat. So I had to go all the way back to my locker, get a hat. This is not my idea of fun at the swimming pool. I feel like a right Rodney. Note to self, when you come to France, you must be wearing regulation pants and a regulation hat. Otherwise you can't go swimming in the pool. Regulation, remember? Note to self. So how was your swim? It was very regulation, don't you think so? You have to wear regulation clothing and pants and everything, and don't have fun and don't breathe in the pool. You must not breathe in the pool. Oh no. This is our pathway back to the campsite. You can just make out down there a string of houseboats. What? Put it on its stand properly. Oh yeah, look. Mind your wash. Whose idea was that? I'm seriously wondering whether or not to take her home with me.
Guys, 3, 2, 1, happy holidays!
Tonight's menu is, tacos! Now, I had a load of stuff I needed to use up. I had some fresh beef burgers that I got from the butcher in Auchan yesterday. We've got some taco shells. I have put some tomatoes in there, a stock cube, some red peppers, some white peppers, a bit of salt and pepper, and I'm just reducing it down so it dries out a little bit, and then I'm going to whack it in those shells and a bit of cheese on it, and I'm going to pop it in the oven for a minute just to melt the cheese down. Yeah, some say yes, some say no, but hey, I'm desperate here. These are spent about 5 minutes in the oven, just letting that cheese melt. What is it? It's taco time! What did you say? Don't touch them.
You said don't touch the tray.
Help yourself.
Yeah, you said
Let's see.
You said don't touch the tray.
Nice and simple.
You said don't touch.
How'd you rate my tacos?
Out of what?
10. Careful what you say here. Well,
Could have made more.
huh?
Could have made more.
That's not what I asked for.
I'll rate it 8.
8 out of 10. That's good. I can live with that. Best ones I've made?
No.
No, I've made better.
No.
I haven't made better.
You haven't made any good ones.
I haven't what?
You haven't made any good ones.
Oh. So these are an 8. So these are the best ones I've made yet?
Yes.
I'll take that. God. Today's day 5 of the French Paris Disneyland excursion. Oh, hello there. What have you got in the other hand? Yeah, small geezers. Right.
Small geezers.
We're off to Disneyland for our second park day. So, and I'm driving this time because the trains are suffering from a lot of disruption with works and stuff. Somebody said to me it was because they're preparing for the Olympics and they're doing lots of infrastructure.
But it's not.
So, fair enough. So I'm going to drive there. And also, as it's the 30th anniversary, there are fireworks at 11 o'clock in the
Exactly 12
at night.
Oh.
And we plan to stay there for the fireworks tonight as it's our last trip. And basically, I've got a small geezer stuck in my cheek. And basically, the chances of getting back to the campsite via public transport at midnight on a Sunday,
49.51.
very slim. 49.51. So anyway, we're off on our second drive around. You know how the trip to the supermarket went, so anything could happen. It's supposed to be about 20 minutes.
The supermarket, it took about 18,000 in the wrong turns.
Let's get on with it. Just a note, I will be using this app that I was told to download here in France called Waze, W-A-Z-E. Unbelievable so far. Yeah, really good. So I'm going to use that and let's see how we get on. Well, we just turned up at the kiosks for the parking and I saw big signs everywhere saying park full, park full.
It said parks over.
Yeah, I was panicking. I thought we couldn't use the car park. Anyway, turns out that...
Private parking.
Yeah, hang on a minute. We're just trying to find now. Turns out that, yes, you can stay the night. It's the same price for the day or the night. 40 euros. And there's toilet facilities here and stuff like that. If I'd known, I might have aimed to stay here because I've left some of our stuff on the pitch just to mark it out while we're away. But yeah, very helpful, incredible. 40 euros for the night at Disneyland.
Why can't we
We've just got to park up now. This is the camping area for all the motorhomes. It's right next door to the car park for the cars. It's incredible. Like I say, I've never seen anything like it. It's all undercover as well. There is a service point for emptying your toilet and waste and filling up with water as well, I believe. Absolutely incredible. So, still don't know about spending the night here. I've left all my stuff on the campsite, like tables, chairs, the bikes are there. Had I realised that we could stay, it's the same price, 40 euros if you stay for the day or overnight. If I'd realised that, then perhaps Bavaria. Work sucks, go surfing. It's a Bavaria Fiat Ducato, and what it's got is, if that was my side door, I have that window, and then you've got this grey wrap, but it's got a nice little white line in the middle of it. I really like that, rather than just do the solid wrap. So I think I might just go along with something like that, because I think that looks it. The outside LED strip, really cool at night. Lights it up just enough. With the canopies out, it reflects off the inside. Absolutely superb. That's been on there a few months now, weathering absolutely fine. But yeah, really pleased. I'm thinking about a couple of other little mods that might make things even better, but I can't go crazy. Otherwise, I'll end up turning it into something that it's So we're parked over there somewhere. It doesn't seem like a really long walk. The escalators aren't working, so, or the travelators, whatever they want to call them. But yeah, it's not too bad. I thought we were going to have to walk for ages.
Oh, look, Daddy.
Sun's come out again. What?
CT3, C, Corella.
Ah, I think I just saw the Tower of Terror. Where is it? Hang on. I hate rides. Oh look, yeah, there it is. Right.
Dun, dun,
There.
dun.
Let's get in there. Now we found a travelator that works. Now we found one that works. Ah, two even. Yeah, cool. Turns out there's a load of motorhome spaces up here. So when we come back for dinner, because we're staying till 11 o'clock for the fireworks, and it's only 3 o'clock now. So when we come back for dinner, we'll move up here. Shorter walk.
Bonjour et bienvenue à Disneyland Paris.
Bonjour. Loving your hat, by the way. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to put the drone up just to see what was going on around me. Some amazing views. Let's get on and do the fireworks. Yeah. The fireworks went on for over 40 minutes, an absolutely incredible 30th anniversary show. Beautiful. Good morning, another fine day here in Champigny. Today we're off to Paris and we're going to check out the Eiffel Tower, have a wander around, have a bite to eat. We don't have a huge amount of time, so it'll literally be there, walk around, a few souvenirs and back to Rory. And then tomorrow is time to leave, unfortunately, so it's been cracking, but we have to go to come back. Paris was absolutely incredible, but today is the time we have to start to make our way home down to Calais for our crossing this evening. So he's having a last minute ride around on a bike. We're about to check out and make the journey home, but we are going to check out a few airs on the way back because I've seen loads on the way here, heard lots about them, and I want to see what they're exactly like. So next time I'm going to wing it a little bit more.
Bye bye, Marvilla Power.
Yeah, have we had a good time? Yeah, it's been nice. Hot, rainy, thunderstorms, lightning.
Daunting.
We had it all last night, but no, been absolutely incredible. So, what's that, Charlie? It's outside the campsite is a little skateboard park that Zoe's been dying to ever go on. So we've got about 20 minutes or so we're going to spare so she can have a little go on that. So let's see what that's like. Cycle park's not really my thing, but hey, what the hell. Whoa! And there's no one here. So we're parked just outside the skateboard park, which was brilliant. But this place is literally just outside the entrance to Marvilla Park's Paris EST. There are loads of places that you can park just anywhere. So this road here is the service road into Marvilla Parks. But we came through here several times, and this place, the whole road, right as far as you could see, was rammed up with campers. So for an overnight off-grid, free of charge, no signs or anything saying you can't, and I've seen lots of people doing it, so it's so much easier out here. We're on the A1 and we've stopped at our first air. We have passed loads since leaving Champigny, but I'll give you a look around this one. This one looks pretty basic. We have parked in the lorry bit, which, you know, didn't know any better. So it's just like a slip road and you pull on, and then basically you've got general waste dump off points. There's a few of those here. There's about 5 that I've spotted. There's a little grassy area with some picnic tables, and you've got a service point here. Now over the back there are spaces for cars, and probably camper vans could go in there as well. Bit more green, bit more away from the commercial freight that's in the car park. There's an SOS point. There's a wash basin there. Is literally not for drinking, but I can't see a fresh water point. And then you've got toilets. They're not that bad. Urinal. Well, there you go. Considering these are public loos, they're pretty clean. And that's about it. We're going to stop at another one, hopefully, because we're doing all right for time. Try and find a better one that I understand some of them have got water, sanitary disposal, stuff like that. But yeah, and they're every few miles, which is the great thing. So plenty of options. I've just got to read the signs and try and work out. Some are more in depth than others, but we've had a sandwich. Time to crack on with the next part of our journey. Something I'm still quite unsure about is the tolls out here. Today, down the A1, I've gone through a toll about, say 20 miles behind me. And again, there was no option to pay, just a ticket. So I'm gonna have to wait and see what happens when we hit the next toll, whether or not there's an option to pay. We've just reached the port. I did try to stop at a couple of airs or on the way back or on the way to the tunnel, but unfortunately the last 2 or 3 were closed. I didn't realise it till you don't know until you get on top of them. So I don't know why that is, but the last sort of 45 kilometres there were at least 4, and they were all shut off. So whether that's something to do with immigration and port control or what, I've got no idea. So we've arrived directly at the port and we're just sitting to do a bit of check-in. So we've got a couple of hours to spare, which is nice. Ready? Oh yeah, got it. Well, on the way back, we're pulled over for a little check and a search. So that'll be interesting. Well, that wasn't so bad. He just wanted to have a look in the back and in the toilet for some reason. Got a thing about toilets, clearly. Interestingly, they didn't look in my fridge. Well guys, we are finally back in the UK, just got off the shuttle. We were delayed by about 40 minutes, but no biggie. Had a great time, enjoyed driving over there. The roads are phenomenal. The UK could learn a lot from how the roads are out there. We got lost a few times, driving and on public transport. It was particularly difficult this year because France is getting ready for the Olympics next year. So their infrastructure is being upgraded, their rail network is being upgraded, hence the fact that we could never go anywhere more than a dozen stops on a train without having to get off and get a shuttle bus. But still, we had a great time. Loved it. Can't wait to do it again. Zoe, did you have a good time? Yeah, I think she had a good time. We're going to look for something to eat now, but thanks for watching.
McDonald's chicken surprise.
Chicken surprise. It's going to be McDonald's. Take care guys, thanks a lot for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Any comments, any questions, drop them in. Good night.